All right, CNN has just learned from a source that a private ballroom at Mar-a-Lago tonight is once again set for President Trump to finally sign the COVID-19 relief bill. I say once again because we also learned the same setup was in place on Christmas Eve before a planned signing was scrapped at the last minute. So cautiously optimistic, but again, who knows what happens. So what is the president thinking right now? Barbara Rez joining me now. She is the former executive vice president of the Trump Organization and author of Tower of Lies, I should say, what my 18 years of working with Donald Trump reveals about him. Barbara, a source tells CNN Trump is, quote, it's saying this, it's chaos, it's reality TV, but maybe millions will get the help they desperately need. There are millions of lives and livelihoods really in limbo right now. Does this surprise you that President Trump is treating this like a reality show and teasing what he may or may not do?
It doesn't surprise me, no, because, I mean, that's the way he handles everything. I don't think he has a capability of handling anything differently. He acts as if he does take it seriously, but in a sense he acts as if he doesn't take it seriously. He, reacts immediately. He speaks off the top of his head. He says some nonsense things. He sets up, like you were saying, with this bill that he's supposed to sign into law. You know, he sets things up and then he changes his mind about them and undoes them. It doesn't matter if it's at the last minute of something very major or just, business as usual. That is how he acts.
So I'll ask you that again because, what do you make? Because you've worked for Trump for 18 years. You know him well. What do you make of the chaos that the president is creating? Because, the government is on the verge of shutting down after tomorrow night as well.
I don't think he's thinking in terms of the government shutting down. I mean, for one thing, the last time that happened, he was saying something like, I'll own that. When the government shuts down, I'll own that. I don't think he realizes even what that means. But it's not a matter of whether the government is shutting down, it's a matter of whether or not his plan is going through the way he wanted it to. And the government is just as shutting down is just as collateral damage to what he wants to do as the people die from COVID, indispensable.
So some White House advisors have expressed fear, Barbara, over the next few weeks over, what will Trump do as he resists the end of his tenure. You worked with Trump for 18 years. Are you concerned about what these last few weeks are going to look like?
Well, I am, but, I'm concerned for the same reasons that everyone else is concerned. We're sitting here watching the guy who, most people think is unwinding. I don't, but that's because I know him so well. But I'm sure that he is trying to do a lot of what we would all mostly consider destructive acts. I mean, he may not consider them destructive. His cronies may not.